Unnecessary pain for America. US pay no mind to Sussex's dirty PR despite their fatigued catch up. Royal experts have just accused Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This revelation has been made by Professor Cele Otnes, co author of The Royal Fever. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry may very well be dealing with fatigue in the US viewers. They're making an attempt to domesticate away from the royal family, a royal professional, as instructed express.co.uk. The Duke, 38, and Duchess of Sussex, 41, returned to the US shortly after the Queen's state funeral. Professor Cele Otnes, co-author of Royal Fever, has urged that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are probably lying low as they catch up on their lives in the US. In her interview with Express UK, she was quoted saying, "I don't think Americans care that much about their brand." During the course of the interview, she also slipped in a jibe against the former royals and added, "We Americans might be experiencing a bit of fatigue with the royal story after all the Queen's coverage." Before concluding, Ms. Otnes suggested the possibility of international economic woes taking precedence over the troubles of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. She said the Duke and Duchess appeared to be very much on the sidelines of the royal events, and they disappeared quickly after it. Piers Morgan. Earlier this week, Meghan resumed the launch of episodes for her Archetypes podcast, which had been paused following the Queen's demise. In an announcement launched shortly after the demise of the late sovereign, it was revealed that new episodes of Archetypes will be paused during the official mourning period for Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II. Meghan, 41, spoke of visiting a Korean spa with her mother, Doria Ragland, when she was a teenager. "It's a very humbling experience for a girl going through puberty, because you enter a room with women from ages 9 to maybe 90, all walking around naked and waiting to get a body scrub on one of these tables that were all lined up in a row. All I wanted was a bathing suit. Once I was over that adolescent embarrassment, my mum and we would go upstairs, we would sit in a room, and we would have a steaming bowl of the most delicious noodles." Meghan also criticized Austin Powers and Quentin Tarantino movie Kill Bill for portraying Asian women as over-sexualized or aggressive. Piers Morgan said it particularly upset him that the last 2 years of the Queen's life were constantly having to deal with these two, after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex publicly stepped back from the royal family in January 2020, citing media harassment and racist tensions within the monarchy. Of course, they're not a racist family, and I think that Meghan Markle, by saying that, endorsed by Harry, managed to smear the entire royal family, Morgan said, reporting for Fox News. "I find it quite hard to forgive that, given she did that right after Prince Philip was taken into hospital, knowing that none of them were able to respond because they don't respond to this kind of thing." Sharon Osbourne was also on the Fox News line. Oh, video chatting in remotely. She echoed Morgan's criticisms, emphasizing that the Queen's final years would have been stress-free and spent with the family united. "She should have just had peace. Peace just to be with her family," Osbourne said. "It's just heartbreaking." Elsewhere on the broadcast, Osbourne went so far as to diagnose what she sees as Prince Harry's sadness over being apart from his family, only to return for his grandmother's death. After the interview with Oprah Winfrey, the country awoke. It was a very soft-serving, soapy interview in Meghan's favour, royal biographer Anna Pasternak told BBC. "None of Meghan's real behaviour is questioned. It was an absolute exercise in torching the House of Windsor."